Let's get ready to rumble!
Salute, what's going on, everybody? We got a good show, man. Salute to everybody in the building. I'm your host, Ryan from the 6. We in the building. Y'all know what it is, Boxing Talk up north. I'm your host, Ryan from the 6. We in the building with it. Coming off of Bam Rodriguez weekend. MVP card, salute to the women. Yeah, man. Boxing. Yo, it's been going, and we got a couple things, a couple news that's been dropping. You know, it's kind of like the usual. I would say a lot of rumors, nothing set in stone yet, but we do got some good fights to look forward to the end of the month. We know Jerron Boots Ennis is getting back in the ring to do his thing. I'm excited to see that, man. I know a lot of the boxing community, that's pretty much the mega fight of the year so far if you look at the schedule, man. So we'll see, bro. We'll see, man. But salute to everybody in the building. We got my man Eddie Alvarez. What's going on, champ? Salute. My brother Just Do Boxing. Peace, my God. Salute to Just Do Boxing. Make sure you guys go check him out. He got a great channel, man. He doing his thing every single day. And right now, he outside like John Wick, man. He outside with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got my man Half Boxing in the building. Salute to Half Boxing, man. My guy. What up, bro? Yeah, man. We're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to touch on a few things, bro. You know, a lot of rumors in the boxing space right now. Like I said, nothing really set in stone. But if you on YouTube, man, make sure you go smash the like button. Show some support to the channel. If you on Twitch, we on Twitch as well. You know, share the Twitch stream. Let's get some more people up in here, man. Shout out to all my people on the gram. Make sure you share the stream, man. It is what it is. But for all my people on YouTube right now, smash that like button like Ann Wolf. You know what it is.
Did not really fight her.
And salute to all the members, man, in the building. All my members. Y'all know what it is, bro. Y'all the ones that holding me down. Let's keep rocking out together.
This your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same smart tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back.
Let's keep rocking out, yo. Salute to Logan in the building. What's going on, fam? Salute. New York Bullet in the building. Salute, New York Bullet. You know, the Knicks out there, man. They must got the city on fire, man. Got the city on smash. When's the parade's on Thursday? The parade's coming up, man. Shout out to the New York Knicks for becoming the 2026 NBA champions, bro. Salute to them. It's been a long time coming, man. But yeah, man, let's get into these topics of the night. I wanted to speak on a few things, man. And the first one that I saw is not really like it's not like a big headline, but Tyson Fury, you know, has ruled out Andy Ruiz as his tune-up fight. I don't really know if I wanted to see Andy Ruiz back in the ring against Tyson Fury as his first fight. You know, I don't know. Tyson Fury, I guess he kind of looked sloppy his last fight. You know, I don't know a Tyson Fury fight where he looked good in outside of Deontay Wilder, right? And I think it was the second Wilder fight where he looked really good in. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not really jumping off the wagon here to go get or go see a Tyson Fury fight. That's for sure. That's not something I'm looking to do. But Tyson Fury and Andy Ruiz, I mean, it'd be a decent matchup, right? Decent names. I wouldn't expect like fireworks, right? Andy Ruiz, obviously, he had a great win over Anthony Joshua. Arguably, you could say Anthony Joshua was in his prime when he beat him. So Andy Ruiz got something to hang his hat on, but I just think he's been out the ring too long. My man Andy Ruiz never like been the best physically shaped guy. So I don't know what type of shape he gonna come in. I don't know, man. My man says send the loonies, man. For real. What's going on, Half Box? He said, for real. What is Andy doing? Yeah, man. I don't know what Andy's up to these days. I know the last time I saw him was like a couple years ago, man. Was it last? No, it wasn't last year. I feel like it was the year before that on the Bud Crawford card. Wasn't it him and Jarrell Miller? They fought to a draw. Yeah, I feel like that's the last time I saw Andy. And then obviously I thought it would lead to more fights, you know, him having the draw with Jarrell. And then Jarrell Miller, like, you know, we see him. He's always, for whatever reason, his name is always in a fight. So it is obviously Andy either wants too much money for these fights, pricing himself out, or he just don't got like the actual motivation to get in the camps and put the work in, man. So I think that's what the two options come down to, and why Tyson Fury's probably in his team and probably moved on from you know, Andy Ruiz, because it's just taking too much time to get these fights done, bro. Shout out to my brother Rico from Naptown. What's going on, champ? Just salute Ryan from the 6. Salute my brother. What's up, man? Appreciate you. Yeah, so Tyson Fury's probably just moving on with it. And I don't, like, I'm not mad at him for that, man, because you can't be waiting around, especially when you got this AJ fight, which is looking more like it's going to be in December, you know, probably the back half of the year, which is kind of also saying to me that this might actually land in America, because like if it serves me correct, like the November and December is a really cold time in the UK, man. And I don't think they're gonna hold that fight in Wembley in that type of cold, because I think Wembley's an outside stadium, like it ain't got no dome on it. So yeah, I think this fight is being moved back to probably November, December. Fury and AJ, they both got to get past their opponents. AJ's fighting, I think, in July against Christian Pertenga. Like, it's somebody we don't know, but I seen him fight before, actually, because he used to be signed to Lee Baxter here in Toronto. I think the dude's a small heavyweight, bro. Like, he's not really big. AJ should beat him, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what Fury does. I think Fury, you know, I just hope none of these guys mess up the fight, man. I hope they both go in their fights, win their fights, take their fights serious, because that's the last thing we need to see right now. It's like one of these guys take a L, man. I think that would really mess things up, yo. If one of these dudes took a L and just, I don't know, went into that fight with an L. Could you imagine that? Going into arguably the biggest fight in UK history with a loss, coming off a loss, man. That would not be cool. Shout out to Half Box. He said that was August 2024. Yeah, so 2 years ago, man. Basically. I mean, we a couple months away from 2 years. Yeah, Andy Ruiz, man. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. And he's just got to figure it out, because I don't know if he's still signed with PBC or what the situation is with the PBC. But, yeah, man, Andy Ruiz, he just can't seem to find a break, bro. He just can't. So, we'll see, like, what Tyson Fury and Turki Al-Sheikh do, because obviously he's come out and said Turki Al-Sheikh is his promoter. Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear what Frank Warren finna say, because Frank Warren's the type of dude, when people start, you know what I'm saying, when people start to say things like that, Frank Warren be the first one to say he gonna sue somebody, but I ain't seen him say that yet, man. He talk about suing Tyson Fury or Turki Al-Sheikh, you know. So, we're gonna really see if that's real, bro. If it's a real thing or not. But we have to see. We still have to see. But let me show you this statement here from Tyson Fury and his team. Well, I guess Turki Al-Sheikh, right? Pretty much. Who's his team? Oh man. Let me go outside of here. It's too big. All right. Tyson Fury rules out Andy Ruiz for warm-up fight. Nelson Haisia is in play. I'm I'm not familiar with Nelson. You know what I'm saying? I would have been better with the Ruiz fight, just from a name standpoint. But they are targeting that fight in July or August. So they're looking for it, in August or July. Probably late July, early August. They're looking to do that fight. We'll see, man. We'll see if they can get it done, man. If Tyson Fury, I don't know, man. Tyson Fury is a character in his own right. He's always doing some weird stuff. I mean, Tyson Fury is just Tyson Fury, man. Man's a whole pirate. I think he's a pirate, right? I don't know what you guys think of Tyson Fury, bro, but I think he's a funny guy. He beat Wilder 3 times, man. I think that's what really got him on the map. Honestly, if Wilder didn't bring him out of retirement, I don't even know if Tyson Fury would have made all this bank, bro. He really got to, at the end of his career, he really got to, like, sit down with Wilder, give him a big old hug, man. Because, like, Tyson Fury, he was on the couch, like my man Wilder was saying, man. He was on the couch, and Wilder stepped in there, bro. For whatever reason, man, and got him up out of there, man. Got him out of there. And Tyson Fury, he tried to run away from the rematch, yo. But that contract had that rematch in it. He tried to get away, man. I don't know what he was trying to do.
No play, send me a contra. I know baby. Send me a contra. I will kill you. Send me a contra. No play with me.
Nah, don't play with the contracts, bro. Don't play with the contracts when it comes to boxing, bro. Salute to Trini BX in the building. Salute to my brother, third shift worker. Salute. Yes, so Tank Davis, man. Tank Davis returning in fall? Possibly? Look, man, I know we've been seeing Tank Davis rumors for a while now. It's been a year since Tank's been out the ring. Obviously, his legal issues kept him out the ring. And, they say in fall, man. WBA ordered him and Schofield to fight. Now, Schofield, he doing nasty work things, bro. Because he really almost sat out a whole year himself. Like, let me look at the last time Schofield fought, man. Because I'm pretty sure the last time Floyd Schofield fought was on that Jake Paul undercard for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. when Jake Paul fought him. And I feel like that was in the summertime because Jake Paul, he went on to fight AJ, right? He went on to fight AJ in around like December, November time. What was supposed to be the Tank date. So yeah, man, Floyd Schofield is doing nasty work things too, because he's literally just waiting on a Tank Davis payday at this point. He's essentially selling his man. Cause I don't got him beating Tank Davis. Hell no. Man, Tank Davis gonna destroy this man. And yeah, as of the 28th, it would be a year since Floyd Schofield. The 28th of this month, it'll be in a year since he's been out the ring. So he's gonna wait a whole year to fight this guy, Tank Davis. And my man Trini BX said Tank will be back in the ring before Dev. Ooh. Okay. We'll see, man. I think Tank Davis, for real. You might be right, Trini BX, because I don't know. Dev's situation's a little weird too. But Tank Davis has been ordered to fight Floyd Schofield. I think that fight's going to happen, man. I do believe Tank's probably in camp right now for that fight. Getting ready. Like my man Eddie Alvarez said, Tank's going to struggle to make 135. I think he'll make it, man. I think he'll be fine. He didn't look too big. Oh, he said he's taking Kid Austin. I don't know, man. Kid Austin. He done had one round in that year, bro. Because like, he only fought once last year against Tevin Farmer, because he pulled out the Shakur Stevenson fight, and he only had one round. So he ain't really have, much more activity than Tank Davis, because Tank Davis had the draw with Lamont Peterson. So at least he went 12, right? Like Tank Davis, I know he's been out the ring for a year and some change, but Floyd Schofield's been out the ring for a year as well. And Floyd Schofield only went one round with Tevin Farmer. And Tank Davis went, 12 with Lamont Peterson. So I don't know. I think the inactivity is about the same for both of them. Shout out to Pristine Sports Network. Salute. What up, champ? I think it's about the same for both guys. New problems going on, man. He said Tank still have a belt. Yes, he does. Got the WBA super belt at 135. Yeah, so I think the inactivity is kind of there for both guys. It's kind of about the same, same spot. We'll see, man, who looks better, who looks sharper. I think Tank Davis obviously has the more experience. He's been in bigger moments, bigger fights. He's always been on the stage, man. Floyd Schofield, he's only headlined, I think, once or twice. He hasn't really been on this stage, been in these lights. He's gonna be in a Tank show, so it's gonna be a pro Tank crowd. I just don't know if all those factors on top of the fact that it's Tank Davis, can Schofield overcome that? I don't think so, man. I like Floyd Schofield trying to go for these fights, but the last time we saw him, man, like we can't ignore what we saw, man. What he did with Shakur Stevenson, that shit wasn't right, bro. I hated the way that went down. The man ducked out, bro. The man ducked out. Like, he got all the way there. And then we saw the same thing with Richard Hitchens. And, we gave Hitchens some hell for that. He might have been even worse because he actually made it to the scale, right? He made it to the scale, bro. Floyd Schofield did not even make it to the scale. So, yeah, man. I just got to think of it like that. Like, at least Schofield tried to wait, or not, at least Richard Hitchens weighed in, man. But I don't know what's worse, weighing in and then not showing up, or the whole thing that happened down with Schofield going in the hospital sick, man. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it, man? Do you guys feel like Floyd Schofield kind of, what I'm saying, kind of did something crazy? Because I think so, bro. I think that was nuts, man. And then, like, he got the nerve to really say, like, them guys ain't really fought nobody. Like he said, like, Shakur and Tank Davis didn't fight nobody. And it's like, bro, like, come on, man. Then you got to look over at your son and you got to say the same thing, bro. You got to say the same thing about your son. He ain't fought nobody either. Like, come on, dog. Floyd Schofield Sr., he got to be tested, man. Forget Junior. He got to be tested, bro. My man Trini BX said, but Schofield mastered the 5 styles of boxing. He can be inactive. Oh, man, the 5 styles of boxing, yo. That make you look at a nigga crazy like this, bro.
No, I'm 1-18 in boxing. Like, what's some tips?
I ain't gonna lie. 1-18?
Yeah.
Stop boxing.
Go.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. The 5 styles of boxing. Oh, man, he said they hope they put that fight in the Barclays. Hey, Brooklyn. Shout out to Manuel in the building. He said Canada was down bad in the World Cup. What you mean? What happened, bro? I mean, we didn't lose. We got a draw. I mean, I felt like we should have won the game, yeah, but we got a draw. We didn't lose, bro. We still in the game. Lance Meyer in the building. Salute. What up, bro? Polo Buck in the building. My guy, what's up, champ? He said we need to test Schofield. Nah, that's a fact, bro. We got to test Schofield Jr. and Sr. Both of them, bro, because they be saying the most. Those guys. My man Eddie Alvarez said Africa was worse. Yeah, I guess because he made it to the scale and then he backed down. Yo, that's crazy, bro. That he made it to the scale. And they probably looked at him too and was like, yo, what do you mean he freaking backed out, bro? Yo, Robert Garcia was sick when he got that text, man. He was like, what the heck? This guy did all that talking, man. Eve Nerd in the building. He said, we smoking that Schofield pack on the night of the fight. Yo, and look, man, maybe Schofield can do it, but man, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, man. Tank got him, bro.
Yeah.
That man gonna bro. And I think Tank gonna play with him for a bit. I just don't think Schofield's got the experience yet, man. I just think who is it? His fight with Tellez? Yo, bro. And Guillaume Tellez is a tough opposition, but I do think he is not an elite fighter in that division. You know, I think a lot of the elites would handle him way better than how Schofield handled him. But it's smoke and mirrors now because they had that performance against Tevin Farmer, who is a former world champion, right? I ain't never seen nobody stop him like that. So they leaning on that right now, bro. Plus they leaning on all these sparring stories, you know, because they sparred all these guys. They're leaning on that. It's crazy, bro. Shout out to my guy, Big Money in the building. Salute, champ. What up, Big Money? Oh, I dropped those call-in links in the chat too for y'all. Y'all want to call in the show? Say what up. I got the panel link too. If anybody want the panel one, just let me know. Flipping Trini BX said Hitchens can right the wrong by putting on a show versus. Yo, I hope so, man. That's going on the Zuffa card, the Zuffa New York card. Man, Berlanga not safe, man. I know it's just Stephen Butler, and you know he's lost all his big fights, but the people that Stephen Butler lost to, you know, they was way levels above Berlanga, outside of maybe Brandon Cook, but everybody else, like, you know, Janabek, Ryo, those guys was champs, bro, when they beat Stephen Butler. So, you know, I'm sorry, Edgar, he ain't never been no champ, bro, respectfully. My man Polar Buck says Senior finna go on a media tour and talk his ish. Nah, he is, bro. I just hope he talk the ish when he get to the press conference, though, because, you know, guys, we seen it time and time again, man. Guys be talking. They get to these pressers, and it's like they forgot everything they said, bro. Like, the biggest one to us that we saw was Jermell Charlo, man. This dude was talking smack to everybody in his division. I think there was even one video he had out where he was talking about Canelo. If Canelo want to come fight him, as soon as Canelo gets him on the contract, my man is acting brand new, acting all nice with Canelo, bro. All buddy. The shit was crazy, man. He really got us, man. We just had to pack up Jermell, man. We had to tell him, get up out of here, dog. Get up out.
Is anything you looking for?
Some gummies.
Gummies?
Hurry up and buy.
No.
Yeah, get up out of here, dog. Hurry up, get the hell up out of here. You just came for a bag, running around the ring with freaking Canelo, man. That shit was terrible. And then you're making Crawford go up there, the smaller guy, show you how to do it, bro. How you make the smaller guy show you how to do it? My man Eddie Alvarez said if Kid touches Tank's chin, it could change everything. Damn, bro. Yo, you really think Kid Austin's strong like that? I don't know, maybe. Possibly. I mean, he knocked out Tevin Farmer, right? The first round. So, I mean, this is boxing, man. Anything can happen for sure, bro. Anything can happen, bro. My man Polar Buck said he can't wait, yo. Can't wait to see Floyd Schofield and Tank Davis. Yo, it finna be something, man. It'll be a good fight while it lasts, right? I think Tank Davis will get him out of there. I don't know if Floyd Schofield's been hit by somebody like Tank Davis, man. He might have sparred Tank, though, because, you know, he always, like I said, they always talking about sparring. They got the most, like, they an urban legend, bro, when it comes to sparring, that's for sure. This guy in the gym, he's a different dude. Floyd Schofield, man. Some guys are like that, though. They like, I call them gym performers, man. Like, they'll be in the gym, work, bro. Yo, like, I remember, I don't know why I always got to talk about this guy, but bro, Steve Rhodes, when he first came to my dad's gym, I was like, yo, this motherfucker fast, bro. What the hell? And shout out to Steve Rhodes, because he got himself in some big fights. He fought against Berlanga. He fought against Triple G. Fought against Stephen Butler. He got himself in some fights, man. He wasn't no scrub, but I'm telling you, in the gym, the shit look way better, bro. I'm not going to lie to y'all. And some guys are just like that, bro. They just gym guys, man. But the lights do something to some people. I'm not saying everybody, but I think like under those lights, Tank Davis lights, it's going to do something to Floyd Schofield, I think, when he first gets out there. Like, he's only headlined, I think, one Golden Boy card, and that was at the Tellez fight where he was getting dropped everywhere. I think there was another fight he ended up headlining because of the main event fell out. But like, I don't think, he's been the guy to like headline these type of fights, bro. That's not him, man. Shout out to Half Boxing for starting us out. Try to get the $20 super chat goal with the $2 super chat. Salute to Tony for the gold. Yes, sir. Them chips with the dip. You know what it is.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yes, sir. Yo, man, they trying to get, this is weird, bro. This gotta be like the worst year for Floyd Mayweather. I ain't never seen so much news about this guy in a sense of like non-boxing, like since he was locked up, bro. With the situation that he had there where he had to go to jail. Like this dude, he in some, like, I wonder if he in some Ponzi scheme shit. I don't know what the hell's up with Floyd, bro. Yo, they say he allegedly facing 2 felony charges for fraudulent watch purchases in Las Vegas, man. Writing bad checks, apparently. I don't know how much of this is true. We'll see. We'll see when the time comes, because I like to say I think Floyd, so far through all these allegations, he hasn't been bothered. Like, there's been like tax evasion. I even saw one that they said his passport was canceled. But yeah, he has a fight in Greece and like on the same weekend as Boots and Xander. So I'm just like, bro, what is all this stuff, bro? Yeah, but according to Sports Illustrated here, from what they know, he wrote 2 bad checks to buy some watches, bro. And the saying's theft value over 100,000. Nah, bro, my dumb ass off the rip, when I read it, I'm like, oh shit, maybe Floyd just don't know how to write a check, because they be saying he don't know how to read and write. So I'm like, maybe somebody steered him wrong, bro. And he didn't know how to write a check. And then I be thinking like, man, who takes checks in 2026? Like, I feel like nobody takes checks anymore. Or I don't even know if I can go to any of the high school and ask these kids how to write me a check, man. They probably don't even know what checks are. Like, I feel like checks are a thing of the past. So I don't know if this was a situation in the past and the person's been trying to get their money from Floyd, and then now they just like, yo, let's go to court. But I don't know, bro. I don't understand the situation here. Yo, Floyd Mayweather's been linked to some weird money things this year, man. Like this year, in terms of like money, it seemed like they trying to take it all down from him, bro. Like, it's nuts. Like, my man, I seen tax evasion. I seen his housing thing that he had. They're just trying to say he's not a part of that. It's not his money. Like, anything that come to money with Floyd, they just trying to kill now, bro. Salute to Polo Buck dropping the $10 super chat. Salute, brother. With the chips, with the dip, you already know, man. The 10.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yes, sir. Salute to Polo Buck, man. And he said the only checks they know is the blue check. That's a fact, dog. That's a fact. Yo, Polo Buck, that's the only one they know, man. And it's crazy, man. That's the only check these kids.
Yeah.
They don't know about nothing else, man. But hey, it is what it is, right? All we can do is watch him. But like, I don't know how Floyd Mayweather is in so much and I just wonder, bro, is there like some beef with somebody he got? Did this dude get himself into something with somebody higher up? Because Floyd, and I think this is probably his biggest downfall, he only loyal to people. It seems like he only loyal to people who want to pay him and stuff like that. And I can understand that, but like money, you know what I'm saying? Money can make people do some weird things, bro. And it might have made Floyd do some weird things. He might have got himself caught up with some weird people where they feel like he didn't meet his end of the bargain now. And you know how it is, man. When people feel like you playing them, especially you playing with their money, they're going to start coming at you sideways, man. And these are like, from what I'm seeing, Jewish people that he be working with. they not coming at you with gangbanging. This is how they come at you with tax evasions, lawyers. This is how they really come at you. This is why I be laughing when some people be getting mad at certain people for suing. I'm like, nah, man, because the Jews, this is what they gonna do. They gonna make sure they get their bread, bro. And if not, they gonna make sure you're not living right, bro. They gonna make sure they get your credit score messed up, the tax evasion. Everybody gonna start coming out the woodworks at you, man. So I think Floyd, he in with something crazy right now, and I don't know if that's why he's doing the exhibitions. I don't want to say that, but like the Manny Pacquiao situation, when they said they gave him an advance for that, bro, that's when I'm like, bro, like money might be, he may not be. I mean, he still look good. He still look rich. I mean, if this is Mayweather's broke, then so be it, man. It still look nice. I'm not gonna lie, but maybe he on the back half, bro. Maybe it is starting to look scary for him, and I just think eventually it will run out because the way he lives, his lifestyle, if he doesn't change it, the money's gonna run out, bro. It won't flow forever. Like that's something that I think athletes forget about. When they quit, man, or retire, it's like, bro, that money's stopping. So like you got to figure out another money avenue, another train. You should be building money trees through your career. So when you're just done, you got them dividends coming through. But nobody could tell these guys anything when they on top of the world, man. When this guy's breaking records for the pay-per-views and stuff like that, there's nobody that could tell Floyd that, and he could look at them and actually relay that back. So I just think Floyd, man, I love Floyd. He's a great fighter. He does some great things in boxing, but man, it's like, bro, like they're trying to just destroy the one image that kind of made him the villain, man, the Money Mayweather stage. They're trying to destroy that. So he literally got nothing to sit with, right? Like that's what I think a lot of people paid pay-per-views to watch Floyd lose, man. Like literally paid to watch him lose. And then there's the other, fans of his who were paying to watch him win. So I think, bro, like it's pretty unfortunate to watch a legend like Floyd Mayweather go through this. But at the same time, I got no sympathy for him because he put himself in this mess, bro. And he thrived his whole image on being the money man. And then now it's like, yeah, bro, now you got to sit down in the corner with that image that's poor. And yeah, it sucks, bro. It sucks, man. Shout out to Fight Sport Talk in the building. What's going on, brother? Salute, man. What up? My man Eddie Alvarez said Floyd in hiding right now. Yeah, Floyd. I like Floyd, man, but Floyd, he lying to us about something, bro.
Told me she was black.
Did I or did I not assault you?
Oh, he beat the hell out of me, man.
What?
Look, I'm not gonna lie to the sister.
You know you're.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Floyd out here lying to us, man. There's something clearly going on, with him, and but he's always showing up, trying to show out like everything's good, and I want the icing on the cake for me will be if the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd fight is an actual fight. Because they're now telling me that, yeah, that Netflix definitely gave Floyd an advance and he had to bend the knee to get back in the ring and really risk his old, man. But until then, I guess we should just wait and see because we won't know. My next topic was Jerron Boots Ennis. Salute to Boots, man. I think a lot of people think that I'm a Boots hater, bro. Like, it's just weird. Like, people actually think I'm a Boots hater because I'm saying I want to see him prove it to me, right? Like, I'm not the type of person, like, shout out to all the people who do the eye test thing. That's great, man. Do the eye test things. I think not everybody got a good eye, but I'll leave it up to the people that think they do. Me, I just want to see you prove it, man. I just want to see you do it. Like, I just want to see, I just want to see you get there. And I think Jerron Boots Ennis for sure can be one of the best fighters in the game. Is one of the best talents we have in boxing currently. But he got to prove it, just like everybody else. Like, I don't think that's too much to ask for. And this is his opportunity for me. For me, I know some people are even saying as much as saying, "Oh man, Xander's not ready." And I'm like, "What?" Like Xander's a unified champ, man. He's definitely ready. But salute to my guy, Fight Sport Talk in the building. What up, champ?
What's up, Ryan? Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
Doing good. Same as always, man. It's been a while since I've been on, and um, just what you said about Floyd. I haven't paid attention to Floyd for years because we wanted him to retire, and when he did, it was all right. Let's move on. But apparently, this people who followed boxing years before I did, they said that Floyd was spending like crazy even before he made money. So
Mm-hmm.
that might explain why he's actually broke.
Right. Spending before he got it.
Yeah, yeah. And let's not forget, I mean, it's kind of old news to go over the fights Floyd ducked because he's been out of boxing for years, but the idea that he fought everybody before up until he started making money is just not true. He was turning down big fights for big money. Like he turned down his career high payday to fight Antonio Margaritos. So yeah, I mean, it's still surprising to see Floyd desperate for money and risk going broke. But I cover MMA on my channel as well. Conor McGregor's going through a similar thing, which is why he's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So it happens to the best of them.
Wow. Oh, wow, man. I feel like he made a fortune, Conor McGregor. Like, what the hell?
He did. And I'm not saying he's actually broke, but
Yeah, but
a lot of it is to do with this court ruling that happened last year. But he has lost a lot of investments. He's been booted from a lot of the brands that he started. So it
okay.
is, yeah. But I'm just saying that the idea that you can build yourself up to infinite wealth and you're never going to have to worry again. I mean, I fell for it. I thought these guys will never run out of money, but hey, it happens to the best of them.
Yeah, man. They don't change the way they live, and they still think they can buy the big yachts and the big cars. And it's like, man, y'all just gotta chill, man. Y'all old anyways. Like, just chill.
I mean, when the older they get, the probably, I don't know this for certain, but the older they get, I think the more wasteful they get. Like, I'm sure Floyd
Mm,
has spent way more money since he's retired than he did when he was fighting because he doesn't, at least when he was boxing, he had a job to do.
right.
But
That's true.
but when he lost that and he kept doing these exhibitions, but they were only once in a blue moon, then what else is he going to do other than spend more money? So I mean, you don't grow out of it if you're doing that as a grown man, spending money like crazy just because you can, and you brag about it. You're not going to grow out of that.
No, that's true, man. And I was kind of mad that Floyd didn't. I'm not saying where to spend his money, but I would have been like, I would have liked it if he spent his money on his fighters, man. Like trying to get them in the ring more, like Carmel Moulton and these other guys he's got signed to Mayweather Promotions. It just seems like it's a wasteland over there. Like they don't fight.
Yeah. Well, Mickey Bay accused him of that a long time ago. Because he was one of the world champions that Mayweather had, and yeah, he talked about how, well, I forget exactly how it happened, but he was inactive. He couldn't get big fights, and I'm pretty sure he said that Mayweather's team threatened to sue him or something. And let's not forget Mayweather's uh, employees at his gym, they protested about not getting paid.
Hmm.
So yeah.
No, that's
And
true,
also,
man.
let's not beat around the bush. Floyd was never great with business.
No, I don't think he was really ever the guy like right in charge of it. There's always somebody. There was always somebody. So could have been Leonard Ellerby because he's not around anymore.
Yeah, but was Leonard Ellerby ever good at anything aside from being a face? Because I mean, when Mayweather retired and all the focus was on PBC, Ellerby never really said anything that you know. uh, He always seemed to be reading off of a script, who would just say whatever Al Heyman gave him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he was
Yeah,
ever a
I
good
agree.
businessman.
Yeah, he was more like an Al Heyman guy. But even when he stepped back from Tank Davis, it looked like Tank Davis started to spiral out as well. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's good with contracts. Maybe he's good with something behind the scenes. But
Maybe.
it's weird when he
Yeah.
goes away. These guys, they seem to fade as well.
Yeah. 100%. Well, speaking of guys fading, what you've put in your title about who Devin Haney fights, I really want to know the answer to that myself because I'm like many people. I thought Lomachenko beat Haney, but I was impressed with Haney's championship spirit. But I thought he's probably going to lose to Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah,
And Shakur Stevenson, since then, that was late 2023. He's ducked the fight twice. He was
right.
offered the fight that year, and he said, "No, thanks. I deserve more money." And what Haney's team offered him was very reasonable for an optional defense. And now the fight is right in front of him. He's talking about catch weights.
Hmm.
Haney is offered, okay, I'll take your stupid catch weight, and he's still finding ways out of it. I mean, I'm lost for words, man, because look, I've never been a Shakur Stevenson fan. I mean, how can you be a fan of this guy? He's boring as hell to watch. But I was always a believer in his talent,
Yeah.
and I've I thought Shakur Stevenson would be one of the leading guys in this era, but he's ducked Devin Haney twice, and he's still doing it, and it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, can you make sense of this?
No, bro, I'm like you, bro. Like when I heard Devin say, "All right, the 144," I thought, okay, we have ourselves a fight. Like I thought that was the last moving piece, and obviously, I didn't even think Devin would concede to it actually. So I really think this is Devin Haney calling Shakur's bluff, and Shakur, what he should have did, like you said, back when Devin offered the fight, he should have called Devin's bluff and took the fight. So this is Shakur tried to pull a move that Devin tried to pull, and Devin definitely now he's got Shakur looking crazy because he's conceded. He said, "Yeah, man, I'll meet you at 44. You got all the advantages. You're shrinking me down a bit, and you're supposed to be the superior boxer. So I don't understand why Shakur's not saying, okay, we got ourselves a fight, but hey." I'm even hearing some people say that he's asking for a rehydration clause. I don't know how much truth that is, but if he goes down that route, then now he's entering the Tank Davis rehydration catchweight fight with Ryan Garcia, and we all criticize Tank for that.
100%. And why would he ask for a rehydration clause? Like, I think rehydration clauses are stupid. I know there's so many things we need to fix in boxing, but if I had my way, I would say get them out completely. I don't want to hear about it. If you're going to fight someone bigger than you, do it. Don't try to sabotage them. But it's even worse when you're doing it to somebody who's the same size as you. Like, I know Devin's technically bigger, but it's not that much.
Yeah,
So it's terrible for Shakur. Now, I know we've seen this from Shakur himself, and I've talked to guys in America who are bigger channels and been following this for years. They've talked about how Stevenson has never actually been has never been the guy that he claims to be. Like he never unified at super featherweight
hmm
and oh no, at I mean featherweight, excuse me. And okay, Gonzalez, it was it was a vacant title. He was undefeated, but Gonzalez did not stand out as the best guy in the division. And okay, he was chasing Oscar Valdez, and that was a very credible win.
yeah,
But a lot of people, but going into the fight, you could see like that was kind of like your typical Mexican, not as good as a mover fighting a very slick boxer. You could see it happening. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Shakur, but he didn't unify with Josh Warrington when, let's be
right,
real, Josh Warrington would have taken that fight. So, and this is Americans who have said it. So, that is what that is for all the I'm the best in the division, I'm the best guy ever, all these guys are scared of me. That was never actually true when, they were both champions. And also that was at featherweight. But when he moved up and he was calling for Lomachenko, I thought he was serious, and I am the biggest Lomachenko fan. So, but also I don't take anything away from him just because he was a little selective at the end of his career. I mean, Lomachenko fought Lopez and Haney within a few years when he
Yeah,
was
he
an
did. Yeah.
older guy. Like
Yeah,
these
for
guys
sure.
can't fight each other. So nothing but love for Loma. But when I realized that Top Rank actually offered Stevenson a deal that involved Lomachenko back when he was champion,
Hmm.
and Stevenson didn't take the deal, I thought, wow. And Lomachenko pulled him up at that event and said, look, let's fight outside. So Loma actually wasn't ducking Stevenson. And Stevenson had his opportunity, but instead he took a deal which ended up fighting Josh Padley. So, and I know he's coming off the best wins of his career against Zepeda and Lopez, but man, this guy is super difficult to like.
Yeah, it's hard, man. And like, if this Devin Haney fight doesn't get made, it's like it's not really on Devin Haney now, because he's the champ and he's still saying he'd come down to concede to you. So I don't know. I feel like if Shakur never wanted to fight Devin, then just say you're not ready to go to 147 and just leave it at that. And then, go fight the 40 pounders or 35 pounders. Just don't even mention the guy if you're not going to get in the ring with them.
100%. And he's not going to, like, let's say he does fight at 140. I mean, he could easily do that because 140 is a super stacked division. But the thing is, he's talked about fighting Devin. So
Mhm.
you can't talk about fighting him and then say, well, there has to be a catch weight. I'm not going to move up to your weight. Then it has to be a rehydration clause. Like, it's terrible ducking. But if he does stay at 140, he's not going to fight Keyshawn because they're brothers.
Right.
And Hitchens has basically been a waste of a champion because he won the bout and then he's done nothing. So, I mean, he's
Yeah.
a bit of a waste of a career at the moment. Dalton Smith is the other guy, and I have no doubt they could easily make that fight because Smith is legit, and
Right.
they're both with Eddie Hearn, so why not make the fight? Gary Russell, a little bit awkward because he's with PBC, but that's another fight that could be made, and everyone knows the Russells, so there are fights that could be made, but nobody wants to see him fight a paper interim champ like Pitbull Cruz.
Mhm.
So, like like you said, there's plenty of fights, but I mean, is he going to make them? Is he going to fight Dalton Smith? Because I'm sure Smith wants it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Dalton Smith will fight him. Like you said, 140's got decent guys, just like name wise, it's not very popular, but like I like some of those guys, like even Sabril Matias, Hoyle, good opposition, just lack name value. But I don't know. I don't know what Shakur's plan is, but I feel like with him, saying Devin, it's actually hurting Keyshawn because you already took one of Keyshawn's fight in Teofimo Lopez. You're gonna take another one of his payday fights and Devin Haney now. It's like, oh man, just if you don't want to go there, just let your other guy go do it. Stay out the way. And then when you're ready to go to 147, then you could challenge all those guys. Cause like now I'm thinking, was Ryan Garcia call out? Was that cap? Would you really go to 154 for Conor Ben? Like, was that real or was that just talk? Cause I don't know.
Well, I think he would do it, but I mean, Conor Ben is such a parasite of boxing. Like that guy shouldn't be in any conversation, but he is there because Eddie. Well, he was promoted by Eddie Hearn,
Yeah.
but he's there. But he's there because of his dad's name. But Conor Ben is such a parasite. I don't even want to acknowledge him. But yeah, I'm sure Shakur would take that fight. So, but the thing is, he'll take it because it's easy money, and it's up a weight class or several weight classes. But again, he'll do it because skill wise, he could easily win it. But Devin Haney, again, the LDBC. They know Devin a lot more than any of us, but I, I have no doubt Devin's skilled. But I mean, let's not forget, just 2 fights ago, Devin Haney fought scared to death against on that
Oh, Ramirez.
New York. Yeah. On that New York card, he was scared to death of getting hit in that fight, and that was against a guy who was stylistically a pretty good fight for him. So I don't know what it is that Scott Shakur's shook. I mean, I know Shakur doesn't like getting hit, but I mean, does he really? It, I don't want to say he's scared of him, but he's almost acting like he's scared of Haney.
Yeah.
I just don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either, man. I feel like Shakur, great fighter. Like you said, he got a lot of fundamentals. He's very slick. Probably the smartest fighter in boxing right now. But yeah, as far as like doing the challenges, like I like to say, doing the Xander Zayas right now. He's not doing that.
Yeah.
You know, Xander's going right in there with the guys and no hesitation. And that's what I like to see. But yeah, if Shakur just wants to campaign somewhere else, I think he should just make that be known instead of having the fans argue. Because I see a lot of the Shakur and the Devin fans going back and forth. And yeah, I'd rather Devin Haney just try to get somebody else in the ring then if you can't get Shakur in the ring.
Well, this is the thing. Who can who can Devin get in the ring? Because the welterweight division, and I never thought I'd say this, but it's weak right now.
Oh yeah.
And again, this is the division of superstars, so you never thought you'd say that. But I mean, right now, Keyshawn is his mandatory, but Keyshawn has also been quite difficult. So let's wait and see how that goes. But number 2, I mean, I cannot believe I'm saying this in 2026. It's Manny Pacquiao. I mean, how crazy is that? Tio, he just got outclassed. He's number 3. And Tio also ducked Devin.
Yeah.
Barboza just lost. He's number 4. Norman, who he just beat, is number 5. Like, the division is so weak, and you can't even try to make good fights in these rankings. I mean, Paddy Donovan is going to be fighting Lewis Croker. He's the mandatory, and okay, he's the mandatory, but he's a weak mandatory because his ranking just doesn't, his winning streak just doesn't justify it. Hitchens has moved up, or he's going to move up, so he's there. That's an interesting fight, but again, I just don't trust Hitchens to go after the other champs. Crocker, again, he's a new champion. He's not established like Dalton Smith, so I don't know if he'll fight Devin just yet. And also, he's promoted by Eddie Hearn, and Eddie knows how good Devin is. So I don't know if they'll rush to make that fight. Rowley is a world champion, and his mandatory is Jack Catterall. And shout out to Jack Catterall. He just beat Gyasov.
Yeah.
And Gyasov was the Olympic silver medalist. So hats off to him. That's a great win. Catterall is a really solid contender, but I think he's probably going to fight Rolly Romero. And he's probably going to win. I mean, if Catterall wins, he's a legit champ. Let's not forget, he should have been the undisputed champ a long time ago, but the judges saw what they saw. So if he becomes world champ and he can fight the others, Garcia, Crocker, Haney, those are good fights. But as far as what's next, I don't know what's realistic for Haney, because I mean, again, these rankings are so weak. You've got Haney 1, Norman 2. I mean, Norman's done nothing since he lost. Catterall 3. That's good. Stanionis has done nothing since Boots beat him. In fact, he didn't do much before Boots beat him, and he's number 4. Garcia 5. It's Polanco is 6, but he's fought no one. It's just not a good division.
Yeah. And then you got Manny Pacquiao there. He's looking like arguably the best option right now.
I mean, could Roberto Duran get back in the ring at his age and be irrelevant at this stage? Like, should we bring Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns back to do a trilogy?
Oh man,
I mean, maybe that would save the division.
Yeah, 47's in shambles right now. It's definitely a weak division. Super weak.
And it's in between two of the best divisions in the sport. Like, featherweight is really, really good right now. I cannot wait to see Inoue move up and fight there. Also, shout out to Bam Bam for calling him out, but I just want to see Inoue at his limit, because I think featherweight is his limit. But along with featherweight, super light welterweight is stacked, and so is 154.
Yeah.
And you've got welterweight that's always been stacked, looking really weak. But 154, I can't wait to see these fights. Like Zayas and Ennis, love it. Love every bit
Nah,
of it.
man, that's gonna be a great fight, man. I mean, yeah, let's talk about that one for a bit. It's a couple weeks away.
Oh, absolutely.
That's actually gonna be a good card. Actually, there's some good fights on there. Like we're gonna get to see Ben Whitaker on American soil, which will be nice for the fans who never seen him. And Jihad Tucker and Cedeno, that's gonna be a good fight too. And man, Emiliano Vargas, they're still building him up in that 140 division. I don't know how far he can go in that division because, like you said, it's a stacked division. Like it's a good division. The names might not pop off the screen, but those guys can fight at 140. And I don't know if the young Vargas can hang with those guys, of the likes of Dalton Smith, Pollo, Adam Azim. I forgot about him too. Freaking that guy's good. Sandor Martin, like 140, Tito Mercado. There's a lot of guys there, man. Gary, Oscar Duarte, Isak Cruz
Yeah.
still there. Like, yo, there's a lot of guys in that division. But yeah,
Yeah.
how you think Boots and Xander go?
Whew. I'm not sure. I have to pick somebody, so I'm going to pick Zayas to win by decision because again, it's either guy can win, but I have to pick one guy. So I'm going to go with Zayas because he's big for this division.
Mhm.
Not that Boots isn't, but Zayas is taller and he's well built for a young guy, whereas Boots is the better athlete, but he's shorter, stockier. So Zayas, he's taller, he can fight at long range. We saw that against Perez. And I didn't really give him credit for the Perez win because I thought, Perez has lost before, but Perez had just beaten Charles Cornwall. So he was a very legit contender. And yeah, Xander beat him without question. I was impressed with his win against Burrell because Burrell made him fight and Zayas didn't run. He stood in front of him, but he stood in front of him in a smart way. He didn't just go toe to toe in a silly way. He picked his spots. He moved when he needed to. He showed good ring IQ, using the ring when he needed to. So, yeah, I was very impressed with that. And Ennis has looked. Ennis didn't pick things up when he fought Kalen Chukagian both times. Like, I know Chukagian was running, especially in the first fight, but if a guy's running, you have to cut off the ring. And Ennis didn't do that. He just stayed in like third gear the whole time. So, but also I understand he was unmotivated because he didn't have great competition down there. So
Right.
either way, I think it's going to go the distance. Neither guy's got a chin problem, so yeah, I'm picking Zayas to win by decision, but I could easily see Ennis winning. Like Zayas again, he never got rocked against Burrell, which is why I was impressed. But Burrell did get close a couple of times, and there's no doubt Ennis is a bigger puncher than he is. So I'm excited. I mean, how do you see the fight going?
Yeah, man. I got Boots winning a decision. I think Xander's gonna show his pedigree in the fight for sure. I think Xander will actually leave the fight with a moral victory. Like people gonna look at him like, damn, he's still that guy. He's young, he lost, but he pushed Boots. I think he'll push Boots in the fight. I think it'll be a good fight. I think we'll see Boots have to make adjustments, and that's kind of like where I've been with Boots Ennis. I'm like, I haven't seen him make enough adjustments in the fight to just dub him as this next Roy Jones Jr. guy. And I think Xander will actually pull that out of him. And I hope Xander does. I hope Xander imposes himself on Boots because he's going to be the bigger guy, like you said. The younger guy, the bigger guy. So hopefully he can put some body on him, make things uncomfortable. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great fight, man. I think it's going to be a great night of boxing. We'll be all surprised by both guys. And, hopefully down the road we can see a rematch. Hopefully it's a good fight because I think we need some rematches, some rematch-worthy fights in boxing. We don't have trilogies anymore. We don't have, guys fighting rematches as much. It's usually we get our guys fighting when they're old and they're done. And then we don't want to see it again because it's already marinated for like 5 years. So hopefully Jerron Boots Ennis and Xander give us a classic, and then maybe down the road they could do it at 160 again. Shout out
Yeah,
to Coach
totally
here.
agree. And they're both young enough to where they could easily rematch down the line.
Yep. Nah, for real, man. And I think both of them are they're the type of guys that would do it as well. Like, I don't think Boots would walk away from the Xander fight just because, Xander gave him an opportunity. Xander didn't need to fight Gervonta Ennis for this month. He could have fought anybody. He had voluntaries. He wants a belt. Virgil's not ready because Virgil's on the shelf. Fundora, we don't know what they're going to do, if they're even going to fight Xander or even if they're going to fight Boots. But he just went ahead and took the next best name in the division, who is Gervonta Ennis. He doesn't have a belt, but he is the next best fighter. That's for sure.
Yeah, and the winner of this fight is definitely going to be the fighter to watch out for, or at least one of them in this era, because the rest of the guys in this division just won't. They just aren't fighting right now. Like, hats off to Fundora. He proved me wrong against Tim Tszyu, and I'm from New Zealand, so Tim Tszyu was I was a huge big admirer of him, and I still am. But he ended his career pretty early, very early actually. But Fundora's done nothing since. Like, you fight old, washed up Keith, and I love Keith Thurman, but he shouldn't have been anywhere near a title at 154. So terrible fight. Ortiz is now having all kinds of contract problems, and we thought that was the fight that would build this division. Ennis Ortiz.
Yeah, exactly.
So he fights the next best guy, and Zayas. It's funny, Zayas is younger than everyone, but he's got more belts than everyone. And like you said, Ennis isn't a champion, but we all look at him kind of like he's champion. And Josh Kelly, man, I mean, he proved me wrong big time against Murder's
Backroom.
Aliyev. Hats off to that guy. And I mean, you want to talk about a guy who will fight anyone. Kelly's down to fight anyone, and he's going to get paid well because he's champion. So, yeah, these are all good fights. But yeah, Zayas, either guy whoever wins here, that's going to be the guy to look out for.
Yeah,
like we thought. I mean, Shakur kind of secured that big. Well, he secured a big win over Teo. But the way Teo fought, it wasn't competitive. People were thinking, well, Shakur wasn't really pushed in that fight, so who's going to test it? And based on how he's been acting, he knows Devin Haney will test him, but he won't take the fight. Devin tried to fight Teo, but Teo turned it down and went haywire. So these other names, they're not fighting each other yet. So we need to. So yeah, while everyone gets ready, and we need to get these guys fighting each other. Mason, he's made some moves, winning that title over Noakes, who really pushed him. But I mean, lightweight itself is in a bit of a rebuilding phase because Shakur moved up.
Right.
I mean, Floyd Schofield is just yapping a lot. He's not doing anything.
Yeah.
So the biggest name in that division right now is Muratalla. And
Raymond,
Muratalla
for sure.
Muratalla Mason would be a great fight, but is there any talk of them fighting right now? Because I haven't seen.
No, I've always heard Robert Garcia saying they want the Shakur fight. That's why I was kind of surprised they're fighting Robson at 35. I thought they would have just moved up to get a acclimation fight and then push for the Shakur fight. But I don't know. I guess they've ditched that. They were waiting on Shakur anyways, and I get it. You can't wait on Shakur Stevenson your whole career, so they took a fight to defend their title instead of losing the title.
Yeah, I'm sure that. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me Garcia wants that fight because I'm sure Robert Garcia still tells himself at night that he trained, that he got the unofficial win over Floyd with that first fight against Maidana. I'm sure he still thinks Maidana won that fight. So I'm sure he probably thinks I could train my guy Muratalla to beat Shakur. But yeah, that was always that was always a little weird to me because, I mean, you want to talk about a guy who's going to make you look bad. I mean, Shakur might be the most awful guy in boxing to fight.
So, exactly.
Yeah. But
But he
lightweight's
said he
good.
believes in Raymond, though. He said he believes in him. So
Yeah, and Muratala, I'm kind of glad that he beat Cruz because I thought Cruz was going to beat him, but Muratala showed that he's the real champ because I was always again I'm the biggest fan of Lomachenko, but I was a little bit frustrated that Lomachenko held on to the belt as long as he did, and then he waited Muratala to become interim champ, and then he retired. So I'm glad Muratala's got his time in the spotlight.
right. Yeah, man, for sure. And he's a big
Yeah.
35 pounder. Like, I'm surprised he can make that IBF limit.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, that's actually what won him the fight against Cruz. He was just bigger and he didn't take a step back the entire fight.
Mhm.
Maybe he moves up to 140. Maybe, I mean, I I kind of think that a lot of people want to fight Keyshawn Davis right now because he showed that he's very skilled. The way he beat Jermaine Ortiz was very impressive. But the guy's a bit of a head case. He's got a few
Yes.
mental problems. So if you're going to be, and he's a loudmouth, so if you beat him, you get a lot of attention. So I think a lot of guys probably want to fight Keyshawn Davis. The question is, who's Keyshawn going to fight?
Yeah. Well, he wants the Devin Haney fight, but that's up to Devin. Yeah, there's just a lot of weird stuff going on. Like, I think even the Rohan Polanco fight would be good. Rohan and Keyshawn. They're both at top rank. They're both at welterweight. Easy fight to make. I don't know. Top rank, they don't seem to be invested in Rohan Polanco. They just throw him in these weird fights.
Yeah.
Like they're
Well,
not really sold on him.
yeah. Well, as top rank, I mean, what is top rank without Bob Arum? Like, are they? I mean, I don't want to dump on the senior citizens too much, but as soon as he's gone, is the sport? I mean, is the promotion going to be as invested as it was? I mean, they've had an outsider in Turkey Al Sheikh basically become the unofficial number one in the sport.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Well,
don't think top rank.
I think Top Rank, I think I look at them like as a development company. Like they develop stars. Like they push you to that and then they ship you out. They let you go somewhere else to make your big money. They don't like to hold on to big stars. But they do a great job of building them. Like they're gonna get your record up, they're gonna get you seen. And if they don't feel like you're gonna pass the test, they're gonna do what they did to Edgar Berlanga. They're gonna cut you early. So I think
Yeah,
they're the
true.
ultimate development promoter right now when it comes to young stars.
Yeah, well, they definitely know how to build fighters a lot better than Eddie Hearn. Like I've spoken to Rick Glazer a couple of times, and every single time we've had a bit of fun just talking about why Eddie Hearn isn't the success that he used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, he just doesn't he can talk about the sport as much as he wants, but he doesn't understand the sport as well as Bob Arum or Frank Warren.
Right.
And he doesn't build fighters, and one of the reasons he doesn't build fighters is because he doesn't have boxing guys around him.
Mm.
But he's got Turkey now, so he'll be kind of safe for a bit. But that's just one of the problems with Eddie Hearn. But before I jump off, man, just quickly on Bam Bam and Inoue,
Yeah.
I really like the fight. I'm happy that Bam Bam is making the call out because he needs. I mean, you want to talk about a guy who has all the makings of a big star, but he needs the name. Bam Bam's that guy. Um, but there is a part of me that doesn't. I'm not super stoked to see the fight, only because I want to see Inoue move up to featherweight because that's his limit. I've been
Mm-hmm.
saying it for several years since I started my channel. Espinoza, Leo, Carrington, Figueroa, all these guys are going to test him to where someone's going to beat him. So I just want to see him at his limit. Whereas Bam Bam, I know he's hungry for big names and he needs a big name, but he's so good right now that I think he can just build himself up fighting the other guys. Like maybe fight Maloney, fight Jimenez, and I don't know, just see how it goes.
Nah, I agree, man. But I get it. I get it. They want the cash cow at that weight. Anyway, is the biggest fight down there for those small guys. Bam. I don't know though if Bam, if he were to go up to 22, like, and win, does he stay at 22, like, or does he go back down, like, because he's a small guy. Like, even in that fight this weekend, he looked really small.
Yeah, but he was still really effective. I don't know because these little guys, they're not the same. They're not the same as the big guys. They can afford to move divisions because there's not much difference between them.
Yeah,
But every time Inoue moved up, he stayed up. So yeah, I don't know. And the bantamweight fight, I did feel that was a little. I don't know. It was a little strange because he hadn't become undisputed yet at super flyweight. Although everyone kind of looks at him like he's undisputed because I mean the IBF champion has
Mm.
4 losses. You
yeah,
know that's just how it is. And Maloney, and there was no real big name at bantamweight. Like I thought he was going to go after Inoue's brother
me too.
because I mean, the funny thing about these divisions, about the bantamweight division, Inoue's been out of it for several years, but it's still kind of the Inoue division because a lot of the top fighters are Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make big money, you go to Japan, and if you go to
Exactly.
Japan, you fight Inoue. That's why Fulton went over there because that's how you make money.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, we're at a stage right now where we want to see Inoue move to the States more. Turkey's talking about moving him to the States. So I don't know. It's kind of it's an interesting dynamic because Bam Bam is the classic Mexican trained by Americans star, but
Yeah,
he's not a star yet. But you want to make him a star, so you keep him in America. But again, he's going to move up 2 divisions where the big names are over in Japan. So it's kind of funny.
yeah, man. We'll see though. We'll see when they fight because it doesn't sound like it'll happen this year, but I think that they're looking at 2027 early. So we'll see what Inoue does because it's up to him if he wants to move up. I don't think he'll come back down for Bam. I think he'll just stay up, like you said. When he moves up, he just stays up.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, the only guy to move up and then move down was Rigondeaux when he fought Loma, but Rigondeaux didn't cut any weight, so he could afford to do that. Whereas I think, in a way, I mean, I don't know this, but I think he's going to put on some size because you can't be a little guy moving up all the time. But he's also not he's not a small guy for that division anyway, so I'm sure he'll be fine. But yeah, I just want to see him against all these other champions like Angelo Leo, Espinoza, Figueroa. I can see either one of these guys beating him, but he could also beat them. The big fight, which I'm not sure if he wins or not, is Carrington, and
Yeah.
I mean that's just excellent all around. Like even though he's no longer champ and he lost Nick Ball, I mean, could you imagine a fight between him and Inoue? Like someone's getting knocked out in that fight.
Oh yeah. The styles, bro. That's for sure. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. Oh jeez. We got here Aim High Media. What's up? He said Boots about to show level stoppage 6-9. Oh damn. I see a lot of people saying Boots gonna stop Xander, man. I don't know.
Well,
Eddie
my man's
Alvarez
confident.
said he got Xander. Yep. Shout out
Well,
to Coach Eddie.
Boots definitely could stop him because Boots stops a lot of guys, but I just don't know because Boots didn't stop Chukadzian. Now, Chukadzian was awkward, but he also had to work really hard to stop Avanesian, and Avanesian was way past his best. And Stanionis was just sitting there ready to be hit, like he didn't
Yes.
have any
Yeah.
defense. And Lima shouldn't have been in the ring with him. So I don't know. Boots could definitely win. But to pick a stoppage over a young guy who, hasn't shown many weaknesses yet, that's a big call. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see for sure. Shout
Aaron,
out to
man, good to talk to you. I got to go right now, but we back on later. Peace, brother.
Peace. Fight Sports Talk. Make sure you guys go check him out, man. That's my guy. Always doing his thing. We got the X Spaces Discord links in the chat if you want to call in. I'm gonna get through these chats right quick, man. Salute to Aim High Media. Salute, man. I never seen you in here before. I hope you enjoy the content. Welcome to the channel. I'm your boy. I'm your host, Ryan from the 6. You know what it is.
Newest rules. Apparently the title of the book is called Fooling Fools. Y'all was riding all summer pedal bars.
We just like to have fun around here, bro. I talk boxing. You know, I'm not a channel that champions one fighter, bro. I try to keep it, you know. I give everybody they slack when it's time, bro. I give it all to these guys, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, man, for tuning in. I really appreciate you. He said they still got Fundora issues. Yeah, bro. Fundora, we still got to see what he could do, man. Eddie Alvarez said if Xander, my fighter, we got a rematch clause, period. No, for real. They got belts. They better have a rematch clause. They better, bro. Shout out to Thomas Hill. He said, come the 27th, a natural disaster about to hit the coastlines of Puerto Rico. Hey, prepare your emergency relief pack. Damn, you crazy, bro. Come on, man. My man Thomas Hill. Ortiz will be back when? I don't know, Lance Meyer. I don't know when he gonna be back, bro. We don't know, bro. This dude. Ortiz, man. We don't know when he gonna be back in the ring. You know, Oscar gonna keep him on ice, bro. Mason Duck Schofield? Ooh, Aim High Media said Schofield versus Tank. Yeah, man, that's what's going on, man. That's what the talk of the town is. Tank Davis versus Floyd Schofield Jr.
Yeah.
We'll see if that happens, bro. If that fight goes down, bro. Shout out to my guy Joe in the building. He said, good show. I appreciate you, brother. Salute to Joe, man. Thanks for the inspiration, dog. Eddie Alvarez said, Bob too old to tell us top rank plans. You right, bro. Bob is old, man. Shout out to him, man. He's still getting in the ring and everything. He's still traveling to the events. Look like he's still having a good time. You know, shout out to Bob Aaron, man. Bob not a fan of paying big checks. Nah, he ain't. What do you say about Crawford? How many? He could have built like 10 houses. Yo, Bob Arum is crazy, bro. He's crazy, man. He the old head right now that got like zero filter. Like you shouldn't interview him unless you got a few questions to ask him because he's gonna be saying some outlandish things. Shout out to Aim High Media. He said, "Good show, fellas." He said, "Man, you gotta stop. He only getting better." Yeah, bro. Nah, that's a fact. He getting better, bro. He getting better for sure. But I'm not gonna hate. That's for sure, bro. I'm not gonna hate. I only want to see him do better, dog. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that guy Devin Haney, bro. I didn't really speak on him. Shout out to Fight Sport Talk. You reminded me on that topic. The Shakur Stevenson thing. He kind of doubled down, man. He doubled down with Champ Side. He was on Champ Side show. Shout out to Champ Side. He was saying that, yo, 144, man. So he's like, bro, we gonna see, man. We gonna see, bro. We gonna see. Because I think you know, even though New Problems talking about it, Ryan Garcia gonna end up like Virgil with that cease and desist versus Conor. Well, maybe Ryan and Devin Haney should revisit their rematch. Maybe they should do that, bro. Because like that's the fight we all want to see, man. We don't want to see none of this. Whatever they got over there, bro. We really want to see Devin and Ryan Garcia. So Oscar, go ahead and send that contract over to Bill, dog.
No playing, send me a contra. I know baby, send me a contra. I will kill you, send me a contra. No play with me, send me a contra.
Just send it to him. Just send it to him. The testing, I feel like the testing should be what? They're gonna do a 3-month camp. I don't know. Whenever they sign a contract, you can start testing, bro. That's how they should do it. Whenever the contracts is signed, random testing will start. Cool. Bro, I just don't know, bro. I don't know what the hell Ryan Garcia is doing. Like, I like Ryan Garcia in the sense of he fought the other guys, right? He's been lining up to fight guys. He fought Tank Davis. He fought Dev. You know, I do think he'd fight Teal. I think he's willing to get in there. But it does seem like him and Oscar are not on the same page. And it's weird. It's weird to see because Oscar De La Hoya he fought everybody. You know what I'm saying? For him, for him to like not be that way with his fighters is just weird to me, because I'm like looking at Oscar like, bro, you was all about legacy. You was all about getting the guys in the ring. You gave guys chances. You gave Ike Cortez a chance, bro. You didn't need to fight that guy. And then you got into big fights with Felix Trinidad and, you know, other guys, Shane Mosley Jr. Shane Mosley. Like, bro, you really did it. And then now you over here like blocking fights. And shout out to my brother Toledo Treese in the building. His guy Albert Bell, they got a date, man, on the undercard that Diego Pacheco fight for the world title, IBF. Sorry, Eliminator. It's an Eliminator for the Muay Thai fight. Andy Cruz versus Albert Bell. Shout out to my man Treese, man. Shout out to Toledo Treese. But yeah, bro, Devin Haney, I would just say, bro, literally go ahead and fight Ryan Garcia, because you ain't got no other options, you know, unless Keyshawn Davis gonna move up, fight you for real. I think Keyshawn Davis is a good fight. You know, Shakur Stevenson, obviously, he want to campaign somewhere else, man. It's just that obvious right now. So let's just make it what it is. I don't know why we got to keep doing the back and forth thing. You know what I'm saying? My man said he better stick to Keyshawn and Shakur. Come on, man. Ryan got his number? Nah, man, I want to see it, bro. I want to see it. No drugs, no controversy. Just straight up fight, bro. That's what I want to see. Eddie Alvarez said Oscar don't have the money for Devin and Ryan, and Devin needs Turkey or Dana to make it happen. I don't even know if Devin's with Dana White. I think he was with Turkey Al-Sheikh, but I think their contract was done, wasn't it? I don't know, man. We need Bill Haney on here to tell us that situation. But from what I know, Top Rank is actually willing to give Devin Haney the money to fight Keyshawn. Like, they're willing to pay what Devin Haney wants. That's what people are saying, like, for the Keyshawn fight. Top Rank is willing to bring Devin Haney over for that fight. And we know Devin Haney, he fights anywhere on all the networks. You know, he's the type of dude who he moves around like that. He's always been a free agent. He's always been able to go here, there, and fight. So, I don't know. I think if it's the DAZN card, they'll put up the money for Devin and the Ryan rematch. Like, that has already built storyline. It's already built, bro. You can use the old clips and Devin Haney getting knocked down, and you can use the pressers that they had. You can go back and use their amateur stuff. Like, there's just so much already there built in for promotion on that fight that, it doesn't need much other than these guys going on press tours and talking ish, man. I think that's what boxing misses too. Like, these press conferences that they have is like one here, one there. They don't do press tours no more like they used to. They don't go do like multiple cities. I think they need to do that, man. The promoters need to promote. Bring these guys on the road, get the people in front of them, get them signing autographs, get them talking to people in the communities, let them know that they fighting. Let the general public see these guys, man. You know what I'm saying? He said they don't have an extra 50. Nah, it's not going to be Golden Boy putting up the money. It's the DAZN going to put up, the network going to put up the money for that fight. You got to understand, it's networks. They're the ones that put up the money. And if anything should tell you guys, like, the networks are pushing back on the promoters, it was the Virgil Ortiz and Golden Boy situation when Virgil tried to say he wanted to fight Earl Spence, and the DAZN said, hell no, we not paying for that, but we gonna pay for you and Boots. So that's what y'all got to figure out, and that's why we ended up here today, bro, because the DAZN, they forced Oscar's hand on that fight. They said, look, bro, you and Boots, that's the fight we want. That's the fight the DAZN is gonna pay you for. Take it. These guys wanted crazy money for it. They weren't going to get the money that they wanted for it. And shout out to freaking DAZN for standing on business, bro, saying we're not going to concede to you guys and pay you more than what you're worth. And I don't think Boots was asking for too much. I think Boots, I don't know, man. I think Boots, I don't think he's the type of dude to price himself out, to be honest. He hasn't shown that diva side yet. So I don't even think it's there with him. I think he just want to be fighting the best guys right now. But Virgil's team, it seemed like they needed a price. They needed a certain type of dollar figure in order for them to fight Boots Ennis, bro. At least that's what it looks like now, especially with the Oscar situation, them trying to go back doors and all that stuff. Man said Boots wanted 29 mil, bro. Nah, he didn't, bro. Yo, why Tip Bayless coming here capping, bro? there's no way he wanted 29 mil for that fight, bro. He ain't never seen that type of money ever. Shout out to Toledo Trees. He said Devin might be going to Zuffa. Title shot against Hitchens. Oh man, that'd be off the wall thing for sure. But hey, it's what it is. Shout out to Curtis Robinson in the building. What's going on, champ? I ain't even get Toledo Trees' horns, man. Salute. Yo, salute to you guys who just came in. My man Tip Bayless. Y'all my guys, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all with me. Let's go.
This your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same smart tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back.
Salute to the guys, man. Salute to my guys, man. They in the building. Shout out to Claude Different. What's up, gang? Salute, brother. My man, Tip Bayless said Boots wanted 29 mil. That's crazy, bro. I ain't never ever seen that before, bro. You gotta find me that. He said Boots trying to. He said Canada in the World Cup. Obviously, dog. The hell? World Cup literally in Toronto, bro. You snap. He said, is Canada in the World Cup? Yeah, bro, we in the World Cup, gang. My man Tip a hater, bro. Hating on the Canadians, man. We was in the World Cup. We was having a whole party up in there. That shit was a blessing. Shout out to Curtis Robinson, man. Yeah, you know what it is, bro. Salute. But yeah, man, I don't know where Dev Dollar's gonna go next. I don't think the Shakur fight gonna happen. I think they all blowing smoke right now. They got the internet buzzing though. You know what I'm saying? They got everybody talking about it, so it's doing its thing right now. Like it's going around the internet. They got the Shakur fans going crazy. They got the Devin fans going on this side. They all beefing online. They making videos about each other, bro. It's promoting for real. It's out there. The algorithm carrying it. But we'll see, man. We'll see. 20 mil. He said, yeah, Devin has a 5 fight, 20 mil. Shakur has a 15. Yeah, man. Till I see them announce that, I don't even know, bro. Cause like it's just so weird to me. I don't even understand. Like, see, this is what I'm saying. I don't understand the correlation. Like, Zuffa and Ring. So like, are they separate entities? Because if I look at the Ring, you know, I would think like, okay, you go to Zuffa to graduate to the Ring. So I feel like Dev and Shakur, they should be ring fighters. Like, I feel like if they're of that level, you know, they're elite. So why wouldn't they just sign with the Ring? Why would they sign with Zuffa and then fight on Ring cards? I don't know, man. I don't understand it. I'm not even trying to understand it because I don't really care about promoters like that. To me, promoters, they all the same, man. They all dirtbags at the end of the day. You know, you hear Mikey Garcia say nobody from Top Rank calls him and stuff like that. Like, these guys don't really care about them when they retire. You know, they only care about them when they're here bringing in all that money, man. So these promoters, they just pimping these dudes out, man. That's what they do. So I don't really care about them, but that whole situation's weird. I just don't understand it. I don't really care to understand it, bro. It is what it is, bro. He said Tip Bayless from Cape Verde, like Boo Boo Andrade. Hey, they in the World Cup too, bro. salute to them, bro. Toledo Trees, man. No, I'm saying. He said Zufasano score for 15 mil per fight. Okay. All right, man. Nah, shout out to you, Curtis Robinson. I just got to see Zuffa say it, though, man. You know, I see a lot of people leaking information, you know, quote-unquote insiders. I feel like that Devin Haney 100 mil deal, that rumor been out for, like, at least a month now, right? Yeah, we haven't seen Zuffa say anything about it. We haven't even seen really Dana White say anything about it. Shout out to Dana White. He just letting it ride, right? And he's just buzzing off it. Shout out to him. And he understands it as a promoter when people start talking, correlating your name with them. All promotion is good promotion, you know? And that's kind of what's going on right now. But yeah, man. So those were the topics. Tyson Fury. Oh, damn. Leo Messi scored 2 goals. That's crazy. Tyson Fury saying that, you know, he don't want to fight. Well, not he don't want to fight, but he ruled out Andy Ruiz as his comeback fight. Tank Davis, they saying he back in the fall against Schofield Jr. I don't know how I feel about Schofield. He really, like, is he just cashing out here? But I thought his Golden Boy deal, when he locked that in, I thought that was like a solid number. Like, I didn't think his Golden Boy deal would allow him to make these big purses with Tank Davis and stuff like that. But hey, if that's what it is, bro. And then Floyd Mayweather, man, more bad news. They saying he writing fraudulent checks on watches. Man, this gotta be like the weirdest year for Floyd, bro. He gotta pay. Damn, baby mama now he got from his club. You see, this is crazy, bro. Floyd wild for that, bro. You can't be keeping your work in the club, bro. That's nuts, bro. What's he doing, bro? like what's Floyd doing, bro? Why he mixing business with pleasure, man? Gotta keep the club. And you know, your other things you have on the side, those are the ones you bring home, bro. You don't bring the ones from the club that working for you home, bro. Like, Floyd crazy for that. But apparently he got a baby mom with one of the strippers from his club. She taking him to court for child support. Man, this has been a hell of a year for Floyd, bro, in terms of like the tax evasions. Then there was rumors of his passport being deactivated because of the back taxes he hasn't paid. Bro, there's all types of weird stuff going on around Floyd's name. But yeah, he got a fight in Greece in a couple weeks, so I don't know, bro. If he gets on that plane and goes there, then we know that, a lot of this stuff is capped. But I just don't like to see these type of allegations go around a man, because eventually it seemed like they're trying to just get something to stick, man. And one of these things is going to stick eventually, bro. I don't know which one it is, but it always seems like this is what they do to icons, man. It's what they do to like Michael. This is what they did to Michael Jackson, bro. They were trying to get something on that man forever, bro. Forever. Just got too big, bro. Just got too big. Certain people don't like to see you too big, and I don't even get it, because Floyd, he been out the sport for a minute. He ain't been making them big bankrolls like he used to. So I don't know who's trying to get Floyd knocked down, but it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. My man Curtis Robinson, he said Boo Boo has a fight July 27th versus TBV. Okay. To be announced. Shout out to Boo Boo Andrade, man. Is that a PBC card he's fighting on, or it's just like a comeback fight, like a little club show? I don't know, man. All I know is Ness was Ness went crazy on him, bro. That shit was too freaking funny, bro. I shouldn't even been laughing at that, man. That was bad. But hey, it is what it is. My man Curtis, he said Floyd got a $200K fraud case pending. Yeah, I think that's the same one, man, for the watches. I don't get it, bro. I do not get that. How you got, why you even need a watch like that, bro? Shout out to Chad Ochocinco, because I be seeing his clips pop up and people be laughing at him when he said he used to buy fake jewelry, man. I don't remember anybody ever when Chad was playing saying he wearing fake jewelry because nobody knew. But shout out to him because he was smart. He wasn't burning through his money like some people, bro. He was saving the money by buying the cheap jewelry. Shout out to Chad Ochocinco, man, because I don't understand what a $200K watch gonna do for you, man. Damn, even buying a $200K car, like as soon as you turn the engine, the shit depreciates, man. It's just bro, I don't know. I never had that much money, so I can't speak. Like if I had that much money, I wouldn't do it. But man, if I'm Floyd's age and I know for sure no money coming in like it used to, things gotta start changing, bro. We gotta start getting the businesses popping, and we gotta start investing to make sure the money flowing. Something still gotta be flowing, bro. But hey, I don't know, man. I don't know who's around Floyd anymore. Maybe Al Heyman was the guy that was keeping Floyd money train running, with that whole, what I'm saying, stuff like that. But we don't know, bro. We don't know. But yo, man. My man Curtis Robinson said Tank versus Kid Austin almost finalized. Yeah. Yep. That should be finalized here soon. Said Boo Boo comeback fight. Okay. So you fighting probably on a small show. Yeah, like Toledo Tree said, club show. Yeah. CES Promotions. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where Rashida used to be fighting, right? On that type of thing. So shout out to him, man. That's good, bro. New Problem says facts, bro. He said nasty work. Boo Boo bugging, man. You just trying to get back in the scene, bro. I think he should have probably tried to get on Pro Box. That probably would have been better for him, to be honest. Pro Box, they would have put him on YouTube. They would have probably put him in a tougher fight than he's gonna be in. He could have went on there and talk his ish after, saying he wants some other people. I don't know. They could have built him up for a possible Lester Martinez fight. Lester got to stay busy. Boo Boo want to beat somebody. Lester Martinez is definitely a name right now. Lester Martinez is a good fight. He's one of them guys at 168 that are doing damage, man. So I think for sure we can, that'll be a good fight. My man said nasty work. My man said Boots got Boo Boo in his camp right now. Yeah, Curtis, for sure, bro. I saw that picture. Shout out to Demetrius Andrade getting that work in with Gervonta Ennis, man. Curtis Robinson said Xander had Bud Crawford in his camp. Damn, he had Bud in his camp. Yo, I did actually. You're right. I heard something about that, and somebody was saying like, "Is Crawford code switching?" And I'm like, bro, y'all need to stop, bro. I feel like Bud Crawford probably been around Xander for a very long time. They were both at top rank, promotional teammates. So I'm sure they've seen each other at multiple events. Bud Crawford's probably had the opportunity to go see Xander grow up, man, really. Because I think Bud signed there, not too long after Xander was coming up. So I think for sure he's got to see Xander grow up. And he probably got a lot of respect for him seeing that grind. So I think that's just what it is. And obviously Crawford, he doesn't know Gervonta Ennis like that. So I don't know why people call it code switching, bro. Well, maybe because of what Buzz said after. How he beat up Jerron. Curtis said Earl did a great interview with Andre Ward. Yeah, I saw that, bro. How you guys feel about that, man? I thought there was a lot of Derek James slander in there. Like he threw Derek right under the bus. He said the camp was BS. I was like, bro, what? Like he ain't sparred for 6 or 7 weeks, and I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't know because, and I say I don't know because you're Earl Spence, bro. This is not your first camp. Arguably, this is your most important camp. I don't know if it's Spence who deals with it. There's obviously somebody in his team that deals with it, but they supposed to have the sparring partners already ready to go. Whether that's local guys or guys coming in from out of state that you're paying. This is Terrence Crawford, bro. What do you mean you didn't have no southpaws in the camp? Like, that's insane to me. The dude, I know he's not a southpaw dominant fighter, in a sense of like that's not his proper hand. But we've seen Terrence Crawford pretty much stay in the southpaw position most of his fights, especially his like last 4 or 5 fights have always been in the southpaw stance. I think the Madrimov fight, he started orthodox and then he went southpaw. So like that's what he's doing, bro. He's coming out in southpaw. And I don't know how they didn't have more they should have more southpaws there than anybody else. Because we rarely see Crawford switching in the fights. He's usually southpaw dominant. So I don't know how Derek James and Spence missed that, man. They snapped, bro. When I heard that, I was like, man, there's more going on than just you guys not having obviously connection. You guys obviously had a fallout over something either during the camp or the camp before that. Something was going on. Eddie Alvarez said, Boo Boo done. This boxing game passes you if you're not active. No, that's a fact, bro. That's why Ness was yelling at him, trying to tell him to go get a fight and stuff like that. You know, he just didn't feel like he needed to do that, man. He wanted certain fights. Curtis Robinson said, a lot of great upcoming fights this weekend. Oh, yeah. What's going on this weekend, bro? I feel like this weekend is not that great, but maybe in the UK. I don't know. I got to look at the schedule, though. My man Aim High Media said he definitely should have named at this point. Yo, the game did Boo Boo dirty, man. Sorry, have a name at this point. Nah, you right, bro. You right, bro. I don't know how that happened because he went over to the zone for the Canelo fight. Eddie couldn't get him the Canelo fight or the Triple G fight. I think that's when it blew the sales out for Andrade, man. He should have at least got the Triple G fight. You know, the Canelo fight, he was campaigning for that as well. I get it. Canelo's hard to get in the ring. But the Triple G, yeah, that should have been the fight he got for sure. Definitely. Aim High said he cooked Derek. Yo, that's disrespectful. It was nasty. Still, he doesn't look right. Respectfully, yeah. I mean, he did cook. He cooked Derek, bro. It's pretty shitty to watch, actually. I hated it, man. But hey, it is what it is. Eddie Alvarez said Spence passing the buck needs to take responsibility for that loss. No, that's a fact, bro. He got it, man. He passing it off to Derek right now. And that's what I'm saying. It didn't look right, man. I didn't like that. My man Logan said Earl should have been in control of his own camp. Yeah, man. Like, you got to ask questions at some point. You got to be like, yo, what's going on, man? Where all the sparring partners at? Like, you paying people, bro. So, like, what the heck, man? He said, Bud changed that man's life. Y'all mess with Earl, man, but bro, you gotta go, bro. You gotta go, man. You gotta go.
Is anything you looking for?
Some gummies.
Gummies? Okay.
Hurry up and buy.
No.
Yeah, you gotta go, dog. You gotta go. Yo, Curtis Robinson said, do we call Bam a duck for not taking this offer anyway sent from Turkey? Yeah, bro. I hate to say it, man. I'm a Bam Rodriguez fan, but that's not what I wanted to see in the pros conference, man. I was like, damn, bro. They was clout chasing. They was using Anyway's name to prop up their name. I'm going to call it down the middle. Like I told y'all, man, I'm going to give people slack when the time comes. And Bam Rodriguez, like I said, I did the live fight chat and I said, yo, I'm watching the post fight because I need you to say this man Anyway's name. And he said what all these other goofballs be saying now. Y'all got to talk to my team. What? Oh, my God, bro. When he did that, bro, I was so mad. I was like, Bam, what are you doing, dog? What the hell are we doing, bro? You supposed to tell Anyway this, bro.
For no playing, send me a contra. I know baby. Send me a contra. I will kill you. Send me a contra. No play with me. Send me a contra.
That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. Yo, yeah, we want Anyway next. Because, like, literally, y'all was talking that. Y'all built that up. So then you got to stand on it. But the way y'all swerved, bro, was crazy. My man Bam said, yo, we gotta talk to the team. Robert said, I don't think we're ready yet. Basically what Robert said was we need one more. He basically said they're not ready yet. And then Eddie Hearn was obviously caught off guard because his relay didn't freaking relay, like his message didn't relay what Robert and Bam was saying. He was like, oh yeah, he beats anyway. Like, you know, Bam's the best in the world at this weight class or any weight class he goes into, this and that. Like, he was just talking about the anyway fight, not hearing these two other guys saying, nah, bro, we don't want that next. And I'm like, oh my God, bro, this is insane. It's insane, bro. What are we doing here? You know, when guys like I'm saying, like the Xander, bro, when guys like Xander look around the division saying, look, we can't get Fedor in the ring because he's scary. Talking about what was he talking about? Rehydration clause with Xander. We can't get the other guy, Josh Kelly, in the ring because he only want us to go over to the UK, even though we got the date over here. So we take the next best guy, Virgil Ortiz. We don't know what he doing. He got legal problems. So we take the next guy, Boots Ennis, man. And I respect that, bro. I respect that. But I do not respect the shit that Bam pulled, bro. I hate it. He's one of my favorite fighters, man. And when he did that, when he said, I got to speak to my team, I was disappointed, man. I was hurt, bro. I was low-key hurt, bro. I was hurt because he ducking now, Curtis. He ducking, man. Shout out to Curtis. He said Robert Garcia say he thinks Bam needs at least one more fight before anyway. Yeah. Toledo Trace. Okay, that's the fight this weekend. H2O. Silv, he's back in the ring. He's fighting JoJo. Yo, you're right. Yeah, bro. And Tito Mercado's on that card. Shout out to Tito. Who's he? Oh, he signed to DMG Boxing. I remember seeing that tweet the other day. Man, that's crazy. Like, Eddie Hearn couldn't do nothing with Tito Mercado, man. Tito Mercado, I think he the dark horse at 140, man. I think he a good fighter. Exciting guy. Talks that talk, man. I just don't know why. See, that's a dude who I think would have gotten in the ring with them guys. You know, he was talking that shit to Keyshawn. And then he even talked that shit to Andy Cruz. Even though Andy Cruz couldn't understand him, right beside him, sitting there, he's like, yo, I'll beat up on Keyshawn's daddy too. I was dead laughing, bro. Andy Cruz didn't even know he was talking about him, bro. He was just smiling, yo. Not even knowing Tito Mercado saying he gonna beat his ass. Like, shout out to Curtis Robinson. He said, please hit that like button. Salute. Make sure y'all smash it like Ann Wolf, y'all.
Did not really fight her.
Oh, big fight. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah, man. We out here. Boxer Talk up north. I'm your host, Ryan from the 6, man. Make sure you guys support the channel, man. We got $11 right now. We need $9 more to hit the $20 super chat goal for the stream. Support the brother. Support the grind. Aim High Media said they ranking Bam too high in the top 10. They got to check the opponents. Yeah, because he's stopped like legends, bro. Well, like, a lot of people say they're old, but hey, somebody got to clean up the old guys, man. You know, you got to clean up. You know what I'm saying? You got to clean it up, bro. So shout out to Bam, man. He cleaning up the old guys because like guys like Chocolito, Estrada, they don't even want to get in there no more because of him. Shout out to Ryan Hong. What's going on, bro? In the building, he said Floyd Pack 2 confirmed. Yo, I think it is confirmed. Netflix confirmed it, at least. You know, they said it's confirmed. I think the only thing we're waiting to see is it a real fight or not? Or is it an exhibition? I don't even think they got the venue and date, but I think they got the fight signed. That's what they got. All the other stuff is getting ironed out, you know. My man Curtis Robinson said, so Xander says Boots is flat-footed and he sees a lot of holes in his craft. Yeah, man, I think you got to agree with him. He obviously thinks, well, I'm not saying Boots is flat-footed. I'm not saying that. I don't think Gervonta Ennis is flat-footed. I'm saying I think he does think he sees holes in his game or else he wouldn't sign up for the fight. Logan, what's going on, man? He said, these fighters and I got to talk to my team. But yeah, bro, I hate when they say that, man. Because I be looking at them like, bro, don't you know your team work for you? Like, your team only gets paid when you fight. The team only gets paid when you get in the ring. If you don't get in the ring, the team don't get no money, bro. So the team, they work for you, dog. It's not the other way around. And the way these guys be talking, they let their managers and promoters take the step forward. They hide behind them, bro. Instead of saying, looking back at their promoters and managers, say, yo, y'all better make that fight next, because that's the fight I want. That's what they need to do, bro. Oh, man, Curtis Robinson said, Virgil on the shelf hard, man. Legal problems with Oscar. How can you feed your family? Yeah, bro, that's the shit part about boxing, bro. When these type of things happen with the whole, lawsuits, keeping guys off the ring, man, all I could hope for is like Virgil got some sponsorships that can help him out and that he's put away some money, man. Put away some money. He said, Ryan, it's too much. So much going on. Going in these YouTube streets. Yeah, bro. YouTube's wild, bro. YouTube's wild, man. New Problem said Tito talked that shit to Shakur too. Yeah, called him a little. Yo, I like Tito Mercado, man. It's just I felt like Eddie didn't believe in him, man. He didn't put him in those fights, man. I would have loved to see him in some fights, bro, but this guy didn't get his opportunity, man. I want to see him get in there and talk some smack, bro. But they couldn't send him the contracts, bro.
For no playing, send me a contra. I know baby. Send me a contra. I will kill you. Send me a contra. No play with me.
Yeah, man. Yo, man. He said that was the most Toronto area I seen yet. Yo, shout out to Gavin, man. Oh, you got to talk to the team. Yeah, bro. That's crazy. Like, what? Dog, talk to the team? Nah, man. He said these YouTube streets is going wild about Shakur. Nah, yo, I was saying that earlier, Curtis. Like, bro, it's like, what do you call it, man? When they started fighting, when the Power Rangers assembled, they made that big ass machine, bro. Yo, that's what's going on right now. Anybody who's like on a Shakur fan and stuff like that, they all assembling, bro, and they going against Devin Haney fan groups. I'm seeing like battles, bro, and people name dropping other people making videos. I'm like, oh, bro, this is getting out of freaking hand. They going in on each other on these YouTube streets, bro. Me, I'm gonna just stay out the way before I catch a stray, bro. I'm not trying to catch a stray, bro. These guys, they crazy, man. They gonna be out here trying to pack me up, man, trying to make me like this guy.
No, I'm 1-18 in boxing. Like, what's some tips?
I ain't gonna lie. 1-18?
Yeah.
Stop boxing.
Go.
Bro, I'm trying to stay out the way, dog. I'm trying to stay out the way, man. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all. Y'all get your beef off, man. Y'all talk y'all ish. But nah, man, I want to see the guys actually fight, bro. The guys actually fight. I don't really care about this talking because it's not gonna get nowhere, man. It's not gonna get nowhere. Oh, man, Eddie Alvarez said Robert got lots of fighters, man, getting a lot of little checks. No, you're right, bro. But I feel like Robert Garcia, he don't really throw his guys in the fire, man. I mean, he got lots of fighters. Yes, he does. But we haven't seen him throw Virgil in the fire, really. Bam, they've kind of, to an extent, they had to fight. Who was there? The older legends, let's be honest. He beat some of the younger guys in Cafu, Puma Martinez, and Antonio Vargas as of recent. But his big wins are the older legends, bro. So I think it's been hard for Bam to get. But now you got a chance to get an heavyweight fight. Somebody who's dangerous. And, you kind of pump the brakes on it in a crazy way after the way you was talking. But nonetheless, I hope they can get in the ring with another puncher then. If they're going to fight anybody, they got to fight a puncher. Maybe Medina. I think that would be a good fight. Tacoma anyway, it's not a puncher, man. He got like 8 KOs. He's a boxer. It's not like his brother. His brother got all the punching power. So we'll see, man. We'll see. He said, there you go. Curtis Robinson said Berlanga got a big fight coming up. Yeah, man. He back in the Garden, back in New York City with Zuffa. They handed him Stephen Butler. I want to see what weight he's going to fight at. I want to see if he's going to be at 68 or 75. I think it's going to be at 68, which will mean, is Zuffa going to have a 68-pound division, or are they going to make one for Edgar? Like I said, man, more confusion, bro. I don't understand it. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Yo, is that Rayo and Santos fight this weekend? Yo, maybe that's the fight that I'm looking towards, man. My man, I don't know, bro. Shout out to my guy on the gram. He said, this guy talks so reckless. It's wild. Damn. Who's talking reckless, man? Where's she at? Where's she at? Huh? Who's talking reckless, man? I'm just speaking my real, man. Berlanga at 60? Oh, what the hell? He gonna lose the 8 pounds? Yo, if he fights at 60, he might lose, bro. Because wasn't he the guy who came in at like 200 pounds when he fought Canelo or something like that? He was bragging about that, coming in big. I'm like, what the hell? Why would you say that, bro? It's like, yeah, I'm way bigger than Canelo. And then he went in there and got sat on his pockets, bro. Yo, man. Berlanga's something else, I tell you, man. He can talk some shit, though. Shout out to him. He got that New York in him, for real. He can definitely talk, man. He can definitely talk some ish, man. My man, Aim High Media, he said, man, who Hitchens fighting? He another duck. He fighting Ricardo Salas, I believe. Decent puncher, but Hitchens should win. He should win the fight. He says Zuffa don't have. Yeah, I know Zuffa don't have a 68, but that's what I'm saying. I'm confused because they might make a 68, right? They might make one for Edgar, man. Logan said, less Twitter talking, more fighting. One fight a year isn't cutting it. No, sir. You right, bro. Well, these guys fighting once a year, man. Now I know why these old heads be getting mad, bro, because at least they got to see their guys fight multiple times a year, like 4 or 5 times a year. We can't even get these guys to fight twice a year, bro. They looking at us crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts, bro. It's nuts. My man Eddie Alvarez said, not me. Toledo Tree said Oscar got Charles Conwell sitting on the same shelf next to Virgil. Yes, bro. I don't know why. He ain't like, yo, what's up with Conwell, bro? I think I just saw something, though, him post something about some sparring, to be honest. So maybe he's getting ready for a fight, but I hope you get out that contract, bro, because if they're not going to give you fights, you gotta move on, bro. Even if it's like you gotta break the contract, like you just can't sit around and wait for Oscar at this point, because yeah, that Jorge Perez fight, man, wasn't that like, that's gotta be a year for Conwell too that he's been on the ring. I feel like that was last year around this time that fight happened. So he's been on the shelf for at least a year, I gotta assume. Probably lost his ranking, probably inactivity. He's probably dropped so far. Yeah, Charles Conwell got to get outside that contract, bro. Sorry. Yeah, he got to get out, man. Yeah, his last fight was, bro, April 19th last year. That's insane, bro. That's nasty work. Oscar did him dirty, man. Because he signed him. He's just signed him, too. Hitchens fighting Salas, yeah. Conwell flopped, man. Yeah. That was his only loss, though. I don't get it, man. Got one loss and you're done. One and done. Boxing's terrible for that. Charles Conwell deserves better, yo. Nasty work. But we got Lewis Crocker also coming up against Leon Pyro. I think that's a good fight too. I think that's a mover fight. Like that could move the division a bit. You know, we got Oscar Collazo. He's fighting this weekend. And then, yeah, 24th is Crocker and Pyro. Sander, Boots, 27th. Floyd Mayweather is in Greece going against, I don't even know who that guy is, man. Zambitis. Mike Zambitis. Is that another one of your guys, Trees, bro? Kickboxer? And then we got to wait on Abdullah Mason. July 4th, man. Shout out to Abdullah Mason. Going to be on TNT Sports, man. Shout out to the Zone for getting the cable deal. That's going to help boxing. Shout out to Top Rank being on it as well. That's where they love to be at. That's how they make stars, man. They put these guys on cable in front of the world. Yes, sir. He said, now we acting like Salas. This big name Hitchens was another tweeter. One fight a year ago, maybe two on the go. Good year, nasty work. Nah, I'm not saying Salas is like a big name. Nah, but I mean, I don't compare. I don't do triangle theories, but if you somebody who does triangle theories, you can make a case that Salas beat the brakes off Roman Villa way better than Sharon Boots Ennis did. I think he stopped him in like 2 rounds or 3 rounds. He wasn't playing around with that dude. He went in there and just beat the dog-ish out of Roman Villa. You know? So I think it's whatever you like, bro. So I think Berlanga fighting at 168 in MSG. Yeah, probably. I think it's going to be at 68, bro. I can't see him making 60, to be honest. And then 75, it's like, I don't know if Stephen Butler's going to make 75. That's what I'm sitting on. My man Eddie Alvarez said UFC has to offer each fighter 4 fights per year per their contract. No, that's good, man. I think every fighter should have that in their contract, yo. These guys, when they send contracts out, they try to send them on yearly. Bro, that don't. I'm not saying everybody do that, but a few contracts that were sent to my dad from our brother. Yeah, bro, they wanted years. And we looking at him like, we don't want years, bro. We want fights, dog. Like, don't. Because, like, years, when you start speaking in contract language, years can vary, bro. Like, it can be like, well, we didn't promise you a fight this year. Like, they could say that type of shit. We signing you for this X amount of years. And I'm just like, no, bro. We sign the guys for certain fights. And then, like, when they get down to their last fight, we see how the promoters like to drag their feet with guys. Try to get the biggest money fight. And that one fight could turn out to be dragged out a whole year. And then they don't even get the big fight. So, I don't know, man. They gotta really stop it. Oh, my son. My bad, Gavin. He said, the New Zealand. Said, I gotta fight sports talk, man. Thought he was talking that ish. Nah, he cool, man. He just passionate, bro. He passionate, man. Curtis Robinson says Stephen Butler is 38-5. Yeah, man. I got a chance to watch Stephen Butler fight a few times. I mean, think about Stephen Butler, like, all his losses have been by knockout. So he's kind of tailored for Edgar Berlanga, I'll say that, but he's gonna come forward, man. He's gonna come and try to knock Edgar Berlanga out. So if Edgar's defense ain't on point, he might get hit with something early. He said Salas 24-2. Yeah, Hitchens 20-0. Damn, I thought Hitchens had more fight. He was talking reckless. Oh, man. New problem said reminds me of that Schofield contract. Yeah, bro. The one they signed instead of fighting Abdullah Mason. I was like, bro, you dudes is something else, man. And then now y'all sitting here trying to get a payday now because you realize how dumb the contract was. Toledo Tree said, I'm going to be in the building for the Abdullah fight. Salute to Abdullah, man. My man Tree's going to be up in there like.
Is anything you looking for?
Some gummies.
Gummies?
Hurry up and buy.
No.
Yo, that shit's hilarious, bro. Yeah, so yo, honestly, I see that fight's not. I don't know, man. I gotta go on Clay's channel. Maybe Jalil Hackett's dad confirmed it with Clay. But yeah, I see Jalil Hackett's supposed to be fighting against Sergey Gervonta, man. That was the proposed fight. I think that's an awesome fight. I think that's a good fight for Hackett. That's a good name. Derevyanchenko is well tested. We know who he is. He's pushed Daniel Jacobs. Some people thought he beat Triple G. The guy pushed him Billy with one hand. Yo, Derevyanchenko, he's a tough dude, man. And if Jalil Hackett could get that name on his resume, that's a good win, bro. That's a really good win. So hopefully that fight gets confirmed. Jalil Hackett versus Derevyanchenko. My man Aim High Media said Richardson was talking about Haney, Teo, Shakur, and now we here. Yo, you right, bro. I'm not gonna defend that one. That one was crazy because like you right, bro. He was talking crazy about all those guys, man. Especially all of them. They all looking over at him crazy.
Newest rules. Apparently the title of the book is called Fooling Fools. Y'all was riding all summer, pedal bars going.
Everybody looking at Richardson like, bro, you sweet, bro. You sweet, man. You acting like you don't want to get in here and fight the guys, man. Like Keyshawn too, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the hell? Like, he was supposed to fight Keyshawn. And then, he had that pull up where he pulled up on Keyshawn talking, all yapping, all bark, no bite, man. It's crazy. So AJ just signed a commercial deal with CAA. Okay. CAA Sports commercial sign. AJ, oh, that's dope, man. See, AJ's one of them guys. He don't even need a belt in boxing, man. He's bigger than the belt. And shout out to him. He's got the zone. Not sponsorship, partnership. He's partnered with the zone, so he's got a lot of stake in the zone, man. And that's crazy that he was able to sign a deal like that. Because I don't know many boxers that are able to sign deals with networks like that. And I've always wondered why the fighters don't do that, man. Like I feel like they should know by now it's the networks who control the promoters. So if you just cut out the promoter and go straight up to the source, say, yo, let's work together, partner together. You don't have to deal with these dumb promoters, bro. You can call shots for real because you speaking to the guys. And I feel like that's why Floyd always made those astronomical numbers because the man had concessions. The man had popcorn, bro. And I'm just like, what? Like, he's getting a percentage of the popcorn. I don't know about the bear. Some people don't want to let you get the bear money. But the popcorn money, the food money, Floyd was getting a percentage from all of that in the venue because he was putting up the money with the venue. He was doing the shows with them. And I'm just like, bro, like, I don't know how these guys can't, see that Floyd did all that stuff. They got to do it too, man. My man Aim High Media said the fighters need to fight. A loss won't kill you. Yeah, man. I don't know what's wrong with these guys, man. If you get your branding right, they too scary, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know why they scared of losses. Like, all the greats got losses, bro. All of the greats, man. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. He said my boy Scooter Davis on the Abdullah Mason. Yo, Scooter's on there too? No way. Yo, that's good. That's good look, man. I like Scooter Davis. He's finally going to be on a big platform. I think I would hope Top Rank will put him on the cable television. Whether it's the start or midway, you got to get Scooter Davis on there, man. Introduce him to the people. He's been on these club show cards, but he's graduated for sure. He's ready, man. Shout out to my man Eddie Alvarez. Said he smashed the like button. Salute. Yes, sir. Everybody make sure you hit that like button like Ann Wolf, y'all.
Did not really fight her.
Oh, big body. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah. Salute to y'all, man, for tuning in and rocking with me. Y'all been great, man. I appreciate y'all for sure, man. For sure. Great community, great people. I enjoy talking boxing, man. And y'all keeping me company. Speak on this boxing ish, man. But what else we got coming up, man? We got the Zupa MSG card. I know they haven't announced the whole thing yet, so it'll be interesting to see how it is. But are you guys excited to see the Rayo and Edwin De Los Santos? You know what I'm saying? It's a rematch, right? I know both guys have. I feel like Rayo, he's gone like a better route, right, with his career and stuff like that. I feel like he's done better. So I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. What happens with that fight? You know, Rayo, he's been a champ. He's had a good, time going. But we'll see, man. We'll see, bro. Salute to my guy Curtis Robinson, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here soon. He said, I want to see how Shushu do on that card. Yeah, Shushu doing his first title defense. So that'll be an amazing opportunity for him. Get one out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good for Shushu, man. You should be able to win his fight. Tiger Johnson's back in his home, state. Ohio. I don't know if he's from Cleveland, but maybe he is from Cleveland. He said, yeah, he can't wait for Rayo, man. All right. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, man. But y'all, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to head on out. Go get some Z's. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. And make sure you smash the like button. Sub to the channel, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub. I do go live. I try to go live at least twice a week. I do try to do the live fight chats when they come up. Yeah, man. We'll probably go live this weekend. I'll try to find one of these fights to watch for sure. We'll check it out. We'll see what's on the docket, man. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure you smash the like button. I'm your man. I'm your host, Brian from the 6. Peace.